Hi, I am the Gaming Banana. If you can't wait until you're old enough to drive on the roads, don't worry. You can compete in most kinds of motorsport, although age restrictions vary depending on which particular discipline you want to take part in. Here's a guide to how old you have to be to compete in each different form of the sport. Autocross. A junior autocross class exists which allows competitors from 14 to 16 years of age to compete and is included in various championships. Autocross is an excellent, low-cost way to compete. From age 16, you can compete in adult classes. Autosolos. You can compete in autosolos from the age of 14, but you must only use a touring car of up to 2000 cc, including forced induction, with a passenger who is experienced in autosolos and holds a full RTA license. Autosolos require that competitors' vehicles must be driven to and from the events, so you will almost certainly have to share a car with a driver who has a full RTA road license. On the plus side, autosolos are simpler than traditional auto tests, and are an ideal first step into motorsport. All tests involve driving in a forwards direction only on a sealed surface, for example tarmac. Auto tests. Auto tests welcome competitors from the age of 16 onwards, but there are also production car auto tests, which cater for drivers of at least 14 years old. For PCAs, you need to be accompanied by a passenger in the car, who must be an experienced auto test competitor. Circuit racing. You can compete in single-seaters, saloons and sports cars, in many national and regional championships from the age of 16, especially those that require a Motorsport UK National B race license. It's best to check with the organisers first, though. Additionally, there are 2 national championships created specifically for junior drivers, aged 14 and above. The Junior Junior Championship has a coveted slot on the British Touring Car Championship support package, while the Junior Saloon Car Championship is organised by BA. Those aiming to follow in the wheel tracks of Lewis and Jensen should consider Junior Single-Seater formulae open to those aged 15 and over, such as the Motorsport UK Formula 4 Championship, the traditional circuit racing launchpad for budding F1 stars. Cross country. Junior trials cater for those 8 years old and above, competing on ride-on mowers and lawn tractors with the appropriate modifications. TO trials allow those aged 13 and above, driving standard production four-wheel drive vehicles that are road legal. Drag racing. Junior dragsters have been specifically designed for 8-year-olds and above, and are an ideal cheap entry point to drag racing. First you'll need tuition, then to gain your license at around what your brand day. You can find more details at www.santapart.co.uk/dr_junior.php or click here to see junior dragsters in action at the Shakespeare Raceway. Hill climbs. You can begin hill climbing at age 16. Karting. Karting is the ideal grounding for young drivers. Starting in Bambino karting from age 6, moving to cadets from the age of 8 and then moving on to juniors, 12 and above, it is the established form of motorsport if you want to move on to car racing. The majority of the Formula 1 grid normally started their careers through karting. There are some notable exceptions such as Damon Hill and Mark Blundell who didn't start here, but it's the accepted first run to the top. There is also a British Schools Karting Championship, which is a nationwide arrive and drive karting championship for anyone aged 13 to 18 in full-time education at either school or college. Don't be put off if your plan for karting is just a bit of weekend fun for the family. There is plenty of club-level karting for youngsters, and you don't have to go any further than your local track. Rallycross. The Junior Rallycross Championship is open to drivers aged 14 and above, competing in 1-litre minis, www.mini-cross.co.uk, and running at the same meetings as the prestigious British Rallycross Championship. Rallying, stage and navigational. Junior competitors aged 14 to 16 can drive on single-venue events in the Formula 1000 Rally Championship. Being based on single venues, you don't need a full RTA license, although you will be required to complete a series of tests to show you know the rules and can safely control a car. You can also co-drive on single-venue stage rally events from the age of 14, and on multi-venue stage rally events from age 16. You can navigate on road forward/navigational rallies from the age of 12. Sprints. Similar to hill climbs, sprints are open to 16-year-olds and above. Targa rallies. To drive on a Targa rally, you must be a minimum of 17 years old and hold a full RTA road license. However, you can navigate on Targa rallies from age 12. Trials. You can compete in sporting trials from the age of 16, as long as your passenger has a full RTA driving license. Car trials are open to 14-year-old drivers, but again you must be accompanied by a full RTA driving license holder. Unfortunately, junior drivers cannot compete in classic trials because they use public roads at times.